Every player in this world knows Zelda. This game can exist for such a long time and keep development on many platforms. That's why Zelda has become the pioneer of single-player adventure open world game that mostly become the standard of adventure game with many obstacles and puzzle games on it. Please like this video, thanks! Top 12 Zelda Android games. Best games like Zelda Mobile. Best single-player adventure. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Baldo the Guardian Owls. Baldo the Guardian Owls. This is the best adventure game like Zelda, but also sometimes I feel like and remind myself of Studio Ghibli what's behind it. Because of how the monster and character look like, our team can totally feel about so much passion given by the developers. The storyline has a pretty epic and magical feeling. The gameplay is more action-adventure. We can slash the enemy and it depends on how well we play the dodge button without thinking of the level. We are allowed to explore the open world with many obstacles and various puzzles that need to be solved. I highly recommend you to use your headsets to play this game because of the music is really adorable. You can play this game on mobile, especially on Apple Arcade. Oceanhorn 2. Oceanhorn 2. This game really caught my attention and it seems look like The Legend of Zelda. The graphic and the way the character movement and design are absolutely magnificent. For an adventure game, this game has a strong enemy and the most of the enemies has their movement that we cannot easily anticipate it for their next attack. So dodging is really important to keep your character alive. Anyway, I noticed if you attack the enemy from behind, then the total amount of the damage will deal much higher than from the other directions. So keep in mind it. For killing the enemy faster, use your gun for hitting the enemies in a distance but have a lower damage. Oceanhorn 2 is an adventure action game hack and slash with immersive obstacle we must go through. I declare this game is the best Zelda mobile like. Explorer Alien. Explorer Alien 3D. This adventure game is really challenging. We must try to find a lot of hidden stepping stones to open the gates. The hint is not so much actually, so we must try to explore the area and sometimes it's located inside of the hidden place. We must destroy the stone to open the blockway to the stepping stone area. That's one of the reasons I believe this game was inspired by Zelda Android iOS. The main character only has 3 health points, which is that very little. In fact, the boss battle is quite hardcore. The best adventure Android iOS game now that's playable offline adventure game mobile. Evoland 2. Evoland 2. The first Zelda game came with 2D retro pixel art game when it first launched on global. I'm pretty sure Evoland 2 reminds you about the Zelda game in that era. Evoland 2 is a classical pixel art open world game that has Zelda mechanism combat. There is no EXP needs, it's pure about the combat battle. This game is getting complex with a lot of different art style. We will get through the story like 3D mode with so many variations of obstacle and puzzles. You can get this game on Play Store and App Store, but you must pay for it. Seriously, this game is really worth playing on any devices and all of the phone specs. Chapora Adventure. Chapora Adventure. This game has existed for a long time on mobile. When I'm playing this game again, finally it has been optimized. The graphic and control is much better and smoother. We will play as the young man who wants to become a guardian of his village. The game has an adventure open world game with Zelda vibes. There is some NPC we can communicate with to know the next of storyline. We can change the equipment like weapons, shield. We will get it through the journey after we finish the main quest. There is some movement we can do like lifting the stone, rolling, blocking the enemy's attack with our shield and attacking the enemies. Clear Adventure Fantasy Island. Clear Adventure Fantasy Island. This game is a really good adventure game. Unfortunately, this game only has a 20% English version on some items and the icon. The rest are still in Bahasa. Hopefully, the game will fully release English. The gameplay is we will start with a gift from the developers like a sword, armor, bow, and fishing rod. To do fishing activities, we must ask the NPC to get a main quest. Mostly, the main quest will be collecting some stuff or item and sending it to the NPC. Seriously, I really love that the world is so bright and beautiful. We can explore the world map if we have unlocked the current quest. Best Adventure RPG Games on Android iOS. Voyager of the Universe. Voyager of the Universe. It's an offline game that was made by an indie game developer. This game has been appointed to a specific religion, but I prefer being neutral and only enjoying the gameplay because it's a worthy offline adventure game for mobile. With a high graphic, we can play this game on our low-spec phone device. The game allows the player to do a combination attack like jumping and hit the attack button to make a stronger attack from the air and causing area of effect damage. Try to get a treasure around and find out the powerful weapon. There is a way that we should go around the cliff, so rotating the camera into the right position is the best way to enjoy the gameplay. My Time at Portia. My Time at Portia. I really love this adventure game so much. We can do so many things such as hunting the monster, gathering resources like wood and stone to craft new stuff such as weapons and armor. For me, it's kind of a sandbox game. We can do whatever we want without thinking of the main quest. The world has so many natural landscapes we easily can find and explore, but remember to see the time as well, because it will change into day and night. Such a perfect adventure game offline on mobile with a spectacular world. Zelda Free Game. Zelda Free Game Magic Ocarina Quest of Time. Such a simple Zelda game like, the first task we must do is meet the king and ask about the situation that happened. The relic is stolen by the monster and we as the warrior should bring it back to the king to keep the balance of the kingdom. Interesting story, right? We can explore the world or dungeon and find some obstacle and many traps that we need to avoid. Slash the fire monster or skeleton with your sword. This game can be played on low spec phone and only has 66 MB size, especially to become an offline adventure game Android iOS. The Adventure of Zelda Wild Breath. The Adventures of Zelda Wild Breath. This game adventure is really good, especially on character design, even if it is still only a base, but the quality of the environment is really good for a small size game. The control quite difficult to settle. This is the most thing aspect that the developers needs to focus on. I don't see any story at all. We only need to kill all of the enemies around the world and clear them all. Right now, this game is not available on Play Store or even the App Store. We are only able to get it on Google. Hopefully the developers continue this project. The Lost Rupee. The Lost Rupees Touch Mobile. Good graphic, small size, and great adventure game. Even this game is not an open world, but it's still challenging. We must collect some key and red crystal through the journey. Slash all of the monster like a green slime and flying bat. The main goal is we must reach the end of the path and move to the next stages. There is no story, we only need to focus on the way to the end. The graphics are very good. Unfortunately, the game doesn't get any new updates yet. Dragon Quest Builder. Dragon Quest Builder. The game exactly feels like console version. I'm surprised the control is really responsive on mobile platforms. Seriously, it has a fantastic story and the best graphic. Of course, with the best adventure open world game made by the most popular developers, which is Square Enix. The game has a combination between adventure and Roblox. That's why we are allowed to build a new building, killing the monster and many more. In Play Store, the game gets the highest rank, which is 4.9 stars. Nearly perfect.